Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark, and it's another 5-minute review. And today's video, we're going to be reviewing the recently released streaming title, and I watched it on Hulu, starring Nic Cage and directed by Brett Donahue. And you likely don't know who that is. Because he hasn't really done anything. He's directed a handful of movies, but they all have been pretty garbage and straight to either streaming or DVD. But anyways, I watched The Old Way, starring the aforementioned Nicolas Cage, as well as Noah DeGrasse as the villain here, and Ryan Kira Armstrong as Nicolas Cage's daughter in this film. But also stars Nic Cage, who you may know from, he's been in a ton of things. He's that guy that shows up in everything. I can't really tell you who he is or what he's been in, but he's been in everything, and you would recognize his face. Right off the get. And so anyways, this film got a little bit of publicity because it's Nicolas Cage's first starring role in a Western film. And the film, is about Nicolas Cage. He's an old gunslinger, kind of a mercenary for hire in the Old West. And then he becomes a family man. He settles down, gets married, has a kid, and is kind of trying to do the live my life right type thing. And then his wife gets murdered by an old familiar face. I won't spoil anything here. His wife getting murdered is not a spoiler, because it happens very early in the movie. But so then him and his daughter have to go on the run, and it becomes a revenge tale. It's the guy who's trying to kill Nic Cage and his family. He's looking for revenge because of something Nic Cage did in his past, and Nic Cage is looking to kill this guy that's looking for him and his posse because he killed his wife. And so everything comes to a head, pretty soon. I mean, the film's only an hour and a half, but I don't know, man. Nic Cage doesn't really give anything to this performance. This film was released in 2023, so that means, it was produced in 2022. And, Nic Cage, it feels like he just took this role because it was just another role for him. And, arguably, the little girl that plays Nic Cage's daughter acts circles around him, and it's Clint Howard also makes an appearance. He has a recurring part here, and it's just weird. But Ryan Kira Armstrong, she's the standout here, and there are some scenes where I'm just like, that dialogue was cringy, or having that girl do these things is a bit weird, but she kind of holds it together. She holds her own against Nic Cage, and he's kind of got this stoic presence about him, and I don't think it suits him well. But the film is entertaining enough. The high points are the action sequences, the shootouts and whatnot. But I've seen better. And I wish, I know Jeff had some interest in this a while back when we were trying to choose some films for a monthly theme, but we've seen better. You can throw it on in the background, but if you're looking for something to dial in on, pass this one up. Anyways, make sure you're hitting the show notes. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button when it pops up, and you can also hit the show notes for the links to all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube. We're doing big things, and make sure you don't miss any episodes of the podcast, which release every Thursday on your podcast streaming platform of choice. Yeah, so you're not missing out on any future content. Duh. Anyways, we'll catch you next time.
Both of you put your hands behind your back.
Now, Briggs.
Especially that Rossi.
My father wants your gun.
I'll blow her brains all over this valley.
You ain't scared of nothing.